Hi, I'm Chris and welcome to my homestead allotment channel. Now today I've been out shopping. The weather was rubbish this morning, so I thought I'd take a trip down the shop. I needed to get a few bits and pieces, so I'll just show you those now. So I've got some garden netting. This will go over my 30-inch by 15-foot beds in the summer to stop the pigeons and whatever else from getting in. Managed to pick up some spinach. I've run out of spinach, so I needed to get some more. While I was there, packet of courgettes, some cucumbers, some more climbing beans, and some more sugar snap peas. We love these in salads and stir fries. I've also managed to pick up a few bits and pieces for my irrigation system outside. Obviously more on that later on in the season, but there's a few bits and pieces there for that. Managed to get some more greenhouse clips. You can never have enough of these. I've also managed to pick up a max min thermometer, so maybe you can see the sun's rubbish. So at the moment in the greenhouse it's 20.6, and when I come in here with the door open it dropped down to 18.6, so I'm going to reset that before I go in tonight, and we'll see where we get to with the temperature. On the hot box though, that is really warm. I'm going to get a compost thermometer online, and I'm going to be able to put it through these holes and test how hot that box actually is. But on top it's really hot, and it froze a couple of nights ago, got down to -2, and my van and the other half's car was frozen, and all that was in the greenhouse was perfectly fine, and there was just all condensation all over it, so that never froze in here. I've also picked up 30 canes. These were quite cheap, to be fair. Well, I thought they were cheap, £3.50 for 10. And I've also picked up these trays here, 2 of these trays, and these will take my cell trays, if I can find one. So cell trays fit in there nicely. I'll probably be able to fit 4 on there. No holes. I'm going to get some capillary matting to go in there, so water the seedlings and that from the bottom. So what I want to get on with today is my potato trial. So in this black bucket here is my homemade compost. So that's all my grass cuttings, house like vegetable chops, weeds, and any plants that I pulled up out of the allotment. In this one is the used compost that I can get hold of. This has got some old plant roots and leaves and whatnot in, so we'll see how that goes. And then the other one will be using this Erin Excel multi-purpose compost. So we'll see how we get on with these trials. Obviously I don't know if I'll plant all my potatoes into this sort of compost, because I can get hold of this used compost so readily. So I'm going to put some feed into all 3 of these, and I've got some 18-litre buckets here. I've only got 3 of these 18-litre buckets, but all of my other potatoes will be going into 35 or 45-litre containers. But just for this trial, I'm going to use these 18-litre buckets. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I'm ready to plant. For my potato trial, If you look at my potatoes, these are Sao Palmyra main crop. These are Maris Bard, these are first earlies, but I've only just managed to get these chitting, so they haven't actually got any chits on them yet. This is Jazzy, they're a second early, and Nicola is a second early as well. But because Jazzy's a bit further ahead, I'm going to use these for my potato trial and compost trial and see how we get on with these. Also, in my aim of using and not throwing away, these are small blinds. These work really well for plant labels. So all I do is I round the edges off with a pair of scissors so they're not sharp, because these ones are actually metal. So I've made some labels up. So this is my homemade compost. This is the Erin XL compost, and the used compost that I get hold of. So obviously labelled up with a date and the potato I'm going to be using, Jazzy. So I'll just put you down. Right, so I've got everything set up. I've got some fish blood and bone here, some chicken manure pellets. I would ordinarily use potato fertiliser, but I can't get hold of it at the moment. My Jazzy potatoes are down here, and then I've got, here is my homemade compost in the black bucket. The used compost I can get hold of in the terracotta coloured bucket, and obviously the Erin compost at the back there, and my 18 litre tubs. I'm going to put 2 potatoes per tub for this trial, and then see what happens. So I'll just plant them now for you. So obviously this is all my homemade compost. This has got twigs, of course, bits of glass, everything in it. So I'm just going to sort of generally sift through this. I'm going to fill it, put about 3-4 inches in the bottom, 3 inches in the bottom. This is all got white fungal matter and stuff in there from the old horse manure that I put in there. I'm going to mix a handful of fish blood and bone into this. And a handful of chicken manure pellets. I'm probably a third of the way full in that bucket. What I'm going to do is, I've been doing a bit of research, and first earlies and second earlies are like potatoes are like tomatoes, where first earlies and second earlies are determinate. So they will actually, those potatoes will actually only grow in 4 inches and spread out across that layer, whereas main crop potatoes are indeterminate, and they will grow tubers all the way up the plant. So that's why if you grow them in the ground, you mound main crop potatoes up. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to grow a potato every 4 or 5 inches basically through these buckets. So I'll just pick some nice ones. So, and I'm also going to grow one this side of the bucket, cover that with compost, and put another one the other side of the bucket, so they're not all both coming up on top of each other. So I've pushed that into the bucket there. I'm going to cover that up. Remembering what side of the bucket I've put the potato on. Some big bits of wood in here. So I'm now 2/3 full. I'm just going to another small handful of fish blood and bone, small handful of chicken manure pellets, another tuber. So potatoes on this side, so I'm going to put that potato on that side. I'm just going to cover them up now. I'm not going to add any more. So this trial is going to be 2 handfuls of fish blood and bone, 2 handfuls of chicken manure pellets. I want to leave about 1 inch clear at the top, so when I water, the water doesn't run away. Some big twigs in there. So that's my homemade compost one complete. I'll label that up there. I'll just do these other 2 and then I'll show you the end result. So back again. So I've managed to get the potatoes planted. So this one's my this one's my homemade compost. I don't know if you can read the labels. I'm gonna have to get a new Sharpie, I think. This is the used compost. And this one's the store-bought compost. Aaron XL. So I've put those next to the hot box, so they should be okay in the greenhouse. And we'll see how we get on with those. Also a quick little seed tour. So those are my leeks in there. I only planted them a couple of days ago, so I'm not expecting miracles at the moment. I managed to get my seeds on the 2 trays that I've bought today. I've got some brassicas in this one, and then these are my peas in these 2 polystyrene trays, and at the back I've got radishes, spring onions, and this long one here is full of lettuces. The rest of my potatoes. At the moment the greenhouse got up to 20.6 and is down to 14.8 at the moment, but it's quite warm on top of this, so we'll see what it gets down to tonight. So yeah, that's where we're at. Not done as much as I wanted to do today, but what can you do? I've always got tomorrow to sow the seeds that I need to. So I've still got to catch up on my sowing from last week. So I still need to sow some more lettuce, mustard, rocket. I've still got to sow beetroots and the spinach that I bought today. So that'll be a job for tomorrow. You see my breath. But I'd like to thank everyone that subscribed to my channel and liked it. It really means a lot to me. And I'm going to be seeing you in the next one, ho ho. Bye for now. Don't know if you can make this out, but my hot box is steaming.